Welcome to Gobster's latest video. Remember that the following is his opinions and may offend you. If you are, no one cares. Now let's get to it.
Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers and welcome to another video. So, this government, as I said in a previous video, needs to be removed because it does not have our best interests at heart. And there is example after example after example of how this is. And the new one is they want to starve us to death. They hate farmers. I mean, they'll sit there and swear blind that they love farmers, but they don't love farmers. They hate farmers. They are attacking farmers at every opportunity. First, we have the inheritance tax thing, which is just an abomination and actually caused a couple of farmers to unalive themselves. And the blood of those two is on Keir Starmer and the Labour government's hands. But then we have the removal of the subsidies, which again will bankrupt several farmers. Because I don't know whether you know, there's a farming subsidy that helps pick up the slack in some respects. So sometimes it's what actually saves a farm or has kept a farm going. That's gone. So you can't pass anything on because you'll get taxed. You can't rely on subsidies to try and get you out of the mess. So that income stream is gone. And then along comes Angela Rayner's employment bill. This wonderful idea of Angela Rayner's to help the worker. Well, in reality, I mean, one, just before going to the next bit, before we go into this, is I think it's section 77, which allows unions not to tell its members where their money's going. Because at the moment, they have to. If you pay into unions, if the unions want to invest some money into something, they have to tell the people who pay. Which is only fair. But in that bill, that bit there is they don't have to say anything. So they could just do what they want with their money. And, you know, because it's all about giving the unions powers back. So, you know, she's been kicked out from Unite. If this unemployment bill does come back in, I think she'll be promoted to goddess of the universe from the unions for doing what they're doing, because then they can just siphon money off and do whatever they want with it. But that is a sidetrack. You see, farming, and to be fair, an awful lot of retail and hospitality rely on casual workers because of the nature of the business. Like for farming, you only really need people when it's harvest time or when it's planting time. You know, the important times when things need to be done very, very quickly because there's only a very small window of time. In shops, you get a seasonal influx of workers to cover the Christmas period because it's busy, but then they're not needed. And then in hotels and such like, you will need to bring in casuals when you are busy, because then when you're quiet, you don't need them. You see, this is how these businesses function. This, I'm saying, is attacking the farmers because in reality, this is the third, well, not in reality, it is in reality, the third open attack on farming. But it also affects the other two things, which as we're talking about the farming, because this is their third, like, kick in the nuts. I mean, retail are about to have two, because they'll have this and the potential 200% rise in business rates. But in any case, so basically what they do is with this new employment bill, anyone you employ is entitled to everything that you get from day one. Sickness, all that sort of stuff. But the other thing it means is the fact that if you are, say, told to go to so-and-so farm and we need you to there tomorrow morning because we're going to harvest, and then it rains and they can't harvest, you've still got to pay that person. Yeah, and also, for one instance, which is where the farming separates from retail and hospitality, is the fact that a lot of workers who work on farms actually go from farm to farm to farm. You won't be able to do that because of the way the employment rules about letting people go. I mean, every business under the sun has gone, whatever this plan she has, it's just a disaster. Because basically, if you're young, you're never going to get a job because they're not going to take the chances on you. And they're going to really, really, really be careful who they hire because it's going to be near on impossible to get rid of you. But for the farmers, it now means that they'll have to employ permanently their staff for 6 months, for instance, or whatever the minimum contract under her thing will be, and they've got to pay them. Not only have they got to pay them, but they've also got to pay them the increased national insurance employers' contributions and the minimum wage and everything else. So farmers are now stuck because they're going to have to employ workers that they don't need for 9 months of the year. It's a disaster. Absolute walking disaster. Yet this is a brilliant idea. Again, it's just they are not based in reality. I've said it before. It's like they come up with an idea and then they just run with it. They don't do any research or anything else, or look into the potentials, or listen to other people saying, really, like businesses, for instance, really, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You do realise it. Well, I don't care. This is my fantastic idea and I'm going to do it. Because remember, this is Angela Rayner, who's this employment bill is going to make everything great. You know, because I'm making construction great again, even though thousands of jobs have gone in construction. Because they can't afford to employ them because of your increase, Rachel Reeves's increase in employers' national insurance. They want farmers gone. They want our food supply to be restricted to imports only, which they can control. And then they've got us by the short and curlies, haven't they? All part of the plan. But then again, due to some people, that's my paranoid, delusional paranoia coming in. Really? Okay. You know, the one thing about being like I am and doing what I do and saying what I'm saying and being called a conspiracy theorist is I really hate being right. Because believe it or not, although some people may think, oh, this is all good, you know, for YouTube, I really don't want to be right. I really, really, really want to be wrong. And I'm worried because so far I've been very, very right. Far right, some might say. Any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below. I shall look forward to catching you in the next one. So Arnie, tell these wonderful mother truckers what they need to do to help.
Thank you for watching Gabs' latest video. If you enjoyed it, you could like and share. If you want to see more, you can subscribe. Then hit the notification bell. If YouTube doesn't delete it, you can try and let him know what you think in the comments section below. He will be back. Now, get to the chopper.